Hello, everyone. Today's going to be our last episode of the Otaku Brothers podcast.
Here we go.
Episode 119. We couldn't even make it to 120.
Mm-mm.
Joseph and I are breaking up officially.
Yep. We're moving
Um,
out. I'm moving out. Got kicked out.
yeah. Anywho, Steel Ball Run got announced. I feel like we don't even
Yes!
need to go through an introduction because
I'm.
that's going to be the big part of this episode.
It's gonna be the only part of this episode, Ben.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm honestly. Let's just get into it, dude. I am so just ready to talk about this. I'm so sorry. I've been holding off. I was out of town this weekend, and I wanted to make a whole video just talking about Still Ball Run, and I couldn't do that. So this is my excuse. I have a whole podcast to talk about it with Ben, and I'm excited because we haven't talked about it at all, really. Just the fact that it came out. So
Yeah.
I am very excited to hear your thoughts and just everything about it. But so yeah, for those of y'all who do not know, Steel Ball Run officially announced after almost 2 years, I think 3 years since Steel Ball or
Yeah.
since Stone Ocean's release. Yeah, it's ending. I mean, so it's here. It's actually happening. I still it does not feel real. I mean, for just context, Steel Ball Run on my anime list is ranked number 2 for the manga. Like it is one of the most popular mangas of all time. Like it's that big a deal. And the fact that it's finally getting an anime adaptation is ridiculous. A lot of people thought it was never going to happen because of horses being too hard to animate and just
CGI horses.
yeah, so but it's happening. It's happening. We got announced at JoJo Days. It came out around like 1:32 a.m. ish on Friday, I think, Saturday. So yeah, it's crazy. Dude, the internet was blowing up when this thing was released, man. It's crazy. Everybody was posting about it. IGN, Rotten Tomatoes, I even saw discussing film, like these big film like networks on Twitter and Instagram all over. Even the MLB posted about it, Ben. Major League Baseball posted about it because Shohei Ohtani, one of the best baseball players of all time, posted about it on his story that he was hyped for it. He's a confirmed JoJo fan. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. So just seeing how big the reaction has been amazing. As somebody who is a JoJo fan who loves Part 7, it's exciting. It is one of the most hype parts. It has some of the most iconic moments, and it's one of the most JoJo parts. So I am so ready for it, Ben. I cannot lie. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I still need to watch part 6.
yes, you do. You've been
I
okay.
never even watched
So here's the
part
thing
6.
too.
It's Netflix.
No.
Man, I'm sorry.
No. That's totally fair. And what I think you should do, Ben, I think you should just read part 6 and 7 instead.
Think so.
I know so. I want to say part 6 is one of my favorite parts in the manga. It was such a great read. I think the anime adaptation does not do it justice, unfortunately. I think,
Hmm.
although I love the animation or the anime, part 6, it's just the manga clears like so hard. It is so good.
Yeah.
The manga is so fun. I think the pacing is better, and the character designs are a little bit cooler in my opinion. And I just yeah, there's something about it. It's that just seems a lot more. Yeah, I liked it a bit more in the manga. So I think you should just read part 6, Ben, and then read part 7 because
So
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a
it's
great
still
time.
is Netflix still the
I don't
streaming service?
I don't know. We haven't heard anything about it. I think it most likely probably will be, but hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and do something like Blue Box, man. I think now that Netflix has had some time to think about it and see how like the distribution like went, I feel like they've kind of changed their methods. I feel like we don't really see stuff get released like that anymore for animes at least. Like Blue
Yeah.
Box, like I said, a prime example was coming out weekly. I think some of the other even Netflix original stuff was coming out weekly as well. So I'm hoping they just stick to that plan, man, and make it. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's. I need a lot of episodes as well. I need it to be like a 40. Just imagine that getting a weekly JoJo where it's just 40 episodes, 40
Yeah.
or so episodes would be amazing because and it would be crazy. It would be crazy. So I'm very much excited for it. But we can just before any of that, we can talk about what exactly they released. They came out with an official little teaser showing that it happened. And then we get a big poster reveal as well as some character illustrations. On the poster, we have the horse race happening, which is the main part of the story. With the whole concept of Part 7, for those of y'all who do not know, is it is takes place in the United States, and it is a race across America. It starts in the West Coast and ends in the East Coast with our two main characters, Johnny and Gyro, riding
Mhm.
across the U.S. on horseback to win the prize of, I think it's like, I can't even tell you the prize amount, for a giant cash prize amount. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil anything else, but bizarre tomfoolery ensues, if you
Bizarre.
will. Yeah, bizarre. Quite bizarre.
Bizarre.
Yes. So, yeah, that's pretty much the main plot. And so a lot of it, yeah, like I said, takes place on horseback riding, and they're traveling across different terrains across the great American frontier. And it's very cool. But yeah, so we got a poster with Johnny and Gyro on it. But Ben, what's even cooler is if you look on the poster and zoom in quite a bit, you can see four other characters, three of which we know for a fact who they are. Three of them, I think we know who they are. The fourth one, we don't. The first two
Huh?
in the front are Diego Brando, who is the alternate version of
Oh.
Dio. He is a master horse jockey. I'm not going to say too much about him, but yeah, his name is Diego Brando. He's a main character as well. And then we have Best Girl Hot Pants, who is on there. She's actually not Best Girl. That's Lucy, but that's for a later conversation. So yeah, Hot Pants is another character from the show who's very important later on. So she's there in the picture. And then we get Mountain Tom, or Mountain Tim, I forget what his name is, but it's Tim or Tom. But he's also a really cool character. He's kind of like a whole horse for this part, if you will. So it's very
Mhm.
cool. It's awesome that we get to see some of the other cast members as well who are going to be big parts. But yeah, I really like this part too, Ben, because it's kind of like a smaller cast. You know, in like Stone
Yeah.
Ocean, part 4 of JoJo's, part 5, we kind of get this big like cast, but it really
Mhm.
focuses on like Johnny and Gyro a lot. So it's just them two, which I'm very excited for. We kind of just get a bit of a smaller cast that we get to focus most of our time with. So that's going to be really fun. But yeah, so Ben, what are your thoughts? Being somebody who's never seen anything associated with Silver Run, I mean, I'm sure maybe you've seen iconic manga
I've seen
panels.
a few things.
Yeah, so what are your
I've seen some
thoughts?
things. I'm excited. Everyone hypes up Part 7.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I feel like it has some hype to live up to,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it will. I feel like most of JoJo's parts are really good. I know Part 6 is good. Um, Even though I haven't read it all the way through. I know what happens, and I was interested enough in the storyline to know it's good without having to read it. Um, I know Part 7 is gonna be good, just because I don't know. I feel like JoJo's is just a good
It's a
series.
great series.
Like I feel like the only parts where people are really like, it's iffy is like part 1 or part 2. And even then,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed those.
I did too.
So
Part 2 is so
I
fun.
think I think I'm gonna enjoy part 7.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some funny things from it. Um,
There's a lot of
there's a meme
memes.
on my phone from like 3 years ago where it's something about spin. I know spin's a thing with
Yes.
gyro or something. Um, I can't, I need to find the meme, but I laughed at it enough to download it on my phone. Um, but I know there's the pizza mozzarella song.
Yes, pizza mozzarella. Yep, that's gonna
Then
be
I
cool.
know we get a cameo by Jesus somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, excited for that.
It is great. I will say,
I
I think it has some of the coolest stands. It does have a new system because, as it is, a lot of people might be wondering, it's a reset of the timeline. Not to spoil much about Part 6, but at the end of Part 6, stuff happens with the timelines and it kind of gets reset. And so we are traversing back in time. This is a completely separate universe from every other part that we've seen so far. One of the big draws of JoJo's is that, you know, it follows the story of a bloodline progressing further and further into the future. But this is a complete reset. So we are basically
Mhm.
starting out at part 1 again. That is why the character's name is actually Johnny. He's supposed to be this version's Jonathan Joestar, as well as Gyro Zappelli being a play on Will Zappelli, who is the Jojo or Jonathan's mentor, if you will, from part 1. Diego, obviously, being a nod to Dio, and not to
Mhm.
spoil it, but there are further characters that come in later on who are also parallels of characters from the past. So I cannot wait to see your
Mhm.
reaction. I hope you haven't seen all of them that are in
No,
it there is a big reveal. I
no.
think I think you've seen the big main spoiler about Diego. If I don't know.
Probably. I just don't remember it.
Okay, good. Then yeah, so there's like a big reveal later on, and it's really sick. I unfortunately was half spoiled for it, and then by playing the video games, and then but when I saw it in the manga, I literally was like, I pogged
Uh,
so hard. It was so cool. So there's cool stuff like that. But yeah, this is a completely separate timeline, a separate universe. And also another cool quirk, if you will, is that if you guys seen there were two character illustrations that came out of Johnny and Gyro, which I want to hear your thoughts on, Ben, if you like the color choices, because a lot of people were
let's
flipped
see.
on Johnny because in the manga a lot of people depict him wearing all blue instead of
Hmm.
white. And I wanted to hear your thoughts on which you
Oh,
preferred.
yeah. I feel like I have seen a lot of fan colorings, like animations with him being
Hmm.
blue.
Yeah,
Um,
because I know
hmm,
it was a
that
big
is interesting.
yeah, I know it was a big kind of controversy for a little bit when Giorno came out because a lot of people were used to him being in an all blue, dark blue suit instead of pink.
Yeah.
So,
See, I always, it's hard to like argue with these things
mhm,
because a lot of the times you're never really given like what this character wears and what he looks like, and so it's left to
correct.
the people to interpret it. And then whenever
Yeah.
one person does that looks really good, that's what everyone kind of works with. And then after a
Yeah.
while, that everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this guy he wears blue." But then whenever the official, fan designs come out
Hmm.
or character designs come out, and he's not that color, everyone kind of
Yeah.
complains. So it's
But
hard to I don't know. Because at one side it's like he looks good, but at the other side it's like this is how they wanted him to look. So
correct, yeah. And I
I
think
don't
I
know.
will say though, in most of the official drawings that Hirohiko Araki has done, they have been white. I think there's a
Hmm.
couple where they've been blue, but for the most part, they have usually been white.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what that is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say though, in the official illustrations, I kind of wish he had the stars all over his pants. He doesn't have those, which was a little
Hmm.
upsetting. But regardless, it still looks awesome. I love their designs. I think they look great. Johnny looks sick, but a lot of people might be wondering why he's on the floor. It is because he is paralyzed, and
Oh, is he
is
actually? I didn't know that.
oh yeah, he's paralyzed. That's why he's unable to walk. So
Oh, okay.
he is a cripple, and yeah. So that's all I'll say about that. I explain it, but yes, that's why he's always shown in every illustration. Giorno or Gyro is always carrying him. If they're like, yeah, it's not just like a sexual thing. It's yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason for it. And
I
so
was I was
yeah.
looking at the or the picture for the character designs, and on the Shonen Jump app,
Hmm.
all 24 volumes of the manga are free to read for 24
What?
hours.
All right, read it, Ben. There you
From
go.
April 13th to April 14th at midnight. Japan's
Hmm.
Japan time, so
Okay.
I have
So
like 12 more hours.
there you go. So you can start after this podcast. Just binge it real
Oh
fast.
gosh.
So yeah, it's I really like the character designs. It looks good. Jordan or Gyro also looks sick. We get to see him holding his steel balls, which it's just there's just so much memes and stuff that come from this part. It's incredible. So yeah, but
Uh-huh.
I also will say that I think this part has one of the best stands, or it has like the some of the best stands we get to see. It's really cool. Again, don't want to spoil anything for you, Ben, or anything like that. So yeah, just definitely if you guys haven't, I think this is definitely a part that you should go read. If you do want to go in blind, that's also really a good option as well because I think there are a lot of moments that are very very exciting and unique. So it's very cool. I cannot wait till we get more character designs of the other cast. Like Lucy was gonna be awesome. Hot Pants, Diego, Funny Valentine. So there's a lot of good characters, Ben. It has one of the best fights, in my opinion, in the JoJo series, which I'm very excited to get animated.
Wow.
Yes, so yeah, it's
Better
just
than the Metallica fight?
yes, because yeah, it's very cool. It's a cool fight. So I'm excited. I cannot wait. So yeah, that's part 7, man. There's
Hmm.
also the only unfortunate thing is that we did not get any confirmation on a date. So
2027.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping 20 early 2026. That's wishful thinking, probably.
Yeah, I think summer.
Summer 2026, I would also be happy with. That'd be even fun too. I think this would be a great summer anime. I think it would be very exciting. I think that would fit the theme really well because it's just all outside. It's Western. It's very hot. It's a rural environment. So that would be a good summer release, definitely. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, we haven't got much on it. Just pretty much that it is confirmed happening. And it's awesome. The JoJo Days event was really cool. It's always fun seeing the original cast of each JoJo part. And then even, I forget her name, but the voice actress of Jolene was there, who also voices like Power from Chainsaw Man. She was
Mhm.
there, and it's so cool getting to see her, pass the torch on to the next characters. Unfortunately, we did not get voice actor reveals, which would have been sick. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm hoping it's. I don't know. I don't know if I want it to be a no name or somebody like who's already an established voice actor. So I'm curious. I'm excited to hear their voices. I hope Gyro gets a deeper kind of Western masculine voice, and then Johnny maybe something like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe something closer to like a Giorno type beat
Yeah.
would be something good. So I think that would fit him well. But yeah, it's just sick. I'm very excited. I think it's one of the coolest settings. It's very unique from a lot of animes, I feel. It's the whole thing is a race across the US, so the location's always changing. It's gonna be a lot, Ben. I'm very curious to see how it gets animated. I'm very hopeful. But David
We'll
Productions
see.
has been doing good with Fire Force. I've liked the animation so far for Fire Force.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's on par. Yeah. It's just yeah.
We'll
The horses
see.
look good. The horses look cool too. So so please.
We will see.
I know.
So, part 6 aired in the winter season
Yes.
of 2021. So, maybe winter 2025 or 26. We'll see for part
Yeah.
7.
I know. I don't know. But getting some character illustrations and a poster is a good sign, I'd say. I think that's heading
Mhm.
in the right direction. It's better than just I don't know. I like the logo too. I like the way Steel Ball Run is drawn. It looks really
Yeah.
cool. But it's awesome. If you guys are also wanting to start reading it, then you guys can start as early as I think the end of May. The English volumes are coming out starting in May. They've actually released the 3 English covers already. So if you guys want to ponder and take a look at those are already out. I know I will be starting to collect those as well whenever those come out, but I'm just excited, Ben. I am so excited. This is one of the first ever mangas that I read. I think I read Chainsaw Man and then I read this one. So, yeah,
It'll be
it has a
fun.
special place in my heart. And yes, Ben, I think you should read it. I think you should absolutely read it. I think you should start with part 6 and then yeah, go to just read part 7, man. It's a cool part.
Hmm.
It's a quick you get through it fast, and it'll be nice, I think,
I think
to
so.
go into this with having already seen it, because there's just a lot of cool moments that I think are captured so well, and like
Like,
there's so much stuff I want to talk to you about with it. Like I think this also part 7 has the best antagonist in JoJo's. I think Funny Valentine is incredible. I don't know how much you've seen of him or anything, but
I've
yeah.
seen a good amount.
Mhm.
Um, so there's 24 volumes.
Yes.
How many are out in English?
Um.
3, you
No,
said?
they're not out. They're just the covers have been revealed. They don't start coming out till May. The first
May.
one comes out in May,
Yeah.
and then I think it comes out like every 2 months or something.
3. All right.
Yeah. So probably better to start it online reading. But part 6 just ended, I
Oh,
think. So if you want to collect part 6,
gosh.
I will say though, as of now, I am very happy. I think I've talked about this before on the podcast, but I have a at least one manga volume from each part besides part 8.
Really?
I have one from part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the Japanese versions for 7 and 9. But in Japan, Ben, I just couldn't find. I wanted to get volume 1 of JoJolion, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, I would see at the stores that we went to in Japan a whole bunch of stuff from the later parts, but or the later volumes. But I wanted to get part 1 or volume 1
Mhm.
just so I could have the first volume. But
Yeah.
Fortunately not. So, yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
before we move on from JoJo news and get into other stuff, there was also confirmation that a new JoJo's game is coming out, Ben.
Another JoJo's game.
Yes, yes. And this time it looks like it's going to be a 2D animated fighting style, I think, from what the
Okay.
illustrations have shown, which is exciting, especially because most of the anime games that we've been getting this like recently have been, the same 3D fighting style. And we
Yeah.
did just get JoJo's All-Star Battle R a couple years ago. So, yeah,
Hmm.
who knows what's going to happen.
So it's more of like an arcade style fighter.
Well, we haven't gotten much, but that's kind of what it is looking like.
It's cool. I feel like there's not many of those anymore.
I agree. I
I think it's
agree.
just Tekken.
Yes.
I
So,
can't. Mortal Kombat, I guess.
hmm
That's all I can really think of.
yeah. So it is what it is. But I'm very excited. It's a good time. Ben, I think you need to just pull the trigger and get into it because I also want to start reading Part 8 soon because
Yeah.
I've been craving JoJo content, man, and
Oh
I've
gosh,
been
just
holding
reread
off.
Part 7.
Dude, I honestly might because there's a lot of cool stands, but they're a little confusing. So definitely a reread, especially when you get to Funny Valentine. Definitely took me a couple seconds to be like, "What?" But once you understand
Is
it,
this the
it's so
part?
peak.
This, this is the part with D4C, right?
Yeah, that's his stand. D
Okay.
for C, and then yeah. So okay, that's good. You don't know about the big like. There's a big reveal about something. Yeah. So I don't want to. You've definitely probably seen it, but if you don't remember, that's good.
I've seen a lot of JoJo's content, and I
Yeah.
think it was a while ago, so
hmm
I just forgot it.
That's good. That's good. And that's kind of why I want you to read it before you get
Yeah.
spoiled because I think especially stuff with like yeah, I think you should just read it. I don't want to give you any hints or anything like that. But yes, I think you should definitely read it. And that's very cool. It's such a cool concept. And it's so funny. Out of context, it just sounds so weird about them collecting the holy corpse. But it's great. It's a fun time. So
Interesting.
yeah, because then you can finally understand about grabbing the napkin first and what that means. What that
Mhm.
means. So
Grabbing the napkin first? Is that what
yes,
you said?
you always want to grab the napkin first, Ben. That's like my philosophy in life now. And
I don't know what that means.
exactly. But once you figure out what that means, you're gonna be like, that's tough. Like that's aura. So yeah, it's a good part. It's fun, and the memes that come out of it are incredible. Like you said, pizza mozzarella is very funny. There's a funny image of of Johnny in his wheelchair, like where he's just drawn very weirdly. There's so many funny moments. It's great. It's such a fun part.
Uh-huh.
So I remember I was hyped reading it. I think I read it freshman year of college, so almost 4 years ago,
Okay.
3 years ago. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was exciting, fun stuff. But yeah, I think that's the JoJo news, Ben. Steel Ball Run, it's coming soon. We don't know when, but yeah, people are already being like, awesome. Now we can start. They're starting the counter for posting every day until JoJolion get announced. So
Oh gosh.
yeah, so it's a good time. But yeah, so that was the big anime event. Ben, was there any other anime news that you wanted to discuss that happened?
I don't think I don't think there's much going on. It's been kind of quiet just since all the episodes started releasing.
Yeah.
I think JoJo Days was the biggest thing that happened
Mm-hmm.
this week. So anything else kind of just got overshadowed. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
there's anything else important that happened, so
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, from what I saw, it was kind of exactly what you said. A lot of the stuff was people talking about just the Crunchyroll Awards happening and their like own opinions on what they think should win, and then pretty
Mhm.
much yeah, we're getting to see everything the spring season begin, and it's been pretty good so far. We have two shows that we are watching, Ben, or at least that I am watching, and it's exciting. Fire Force episode 2 aired, and then we got My Hero Vigilante airing as well. So,
Did you not watch Loser Ranger?
oh, did that come out already?
Can't today.
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet. Have you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, dang it, I forgot about
It's really
that.
good.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go watch that tonight then.
Yeah, you should.
is it still on Hulu? Right? Is that what it was?
I don't even have Hulu. I just
Yeah.
pirated it.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't condone pirating, by the way. That
Yeah.
was a joke.
Yeah. Ben's
Of
just
course, I
kidding.
watched it on Hulu.
Yeah. Of course, Ben watched it on Hulu. Everyone. Yeah. We do not
Yeah,
condone pirating. It's not good. Watch it on Hulu.
not good.
Like
Yep.
let me actually see if it is on Hulu. Oh yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It's here. It's on Hulu. Good. Okay.
Have you seen the what is it called? The Paradise or something on Hulu?
No, but I was talking to my friend over this weekend, and they said it was really good.
I'm trying to watch it and I can't.
I never realized how many like I just need to watch TV shows, dude. There's a lot
You need
of
to watch
stuff.
the freaking Bear, Joseph.
I know. I need to watch The Penguin too, which a lot of
Yeah.
people have been getting on me for. But then I've also heard White Lotus is really good. And
Yeah.
oh, you've watched it?
No, I've heard that people said it was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to check it out. So yeah, there's just a lot of television shows I gotta watch, but hopefully soon I'll be starting stuff. But then there's so much anime I want to watch too. So yeah, there's a lot. But yeah, before we do that, guys, I just want to say thank you all so much for the love recently, guys, on the videos and stuff like that. I know we're halfway through the episode, but I actually got a text message, Ben, from one of our friends, so I'll tell you after, who I hadn't talked to in a while, and they texted me and they were like, "Dude, just so you know, like, they started watching our videos and was like, they just
Oh, that's awesome.
and then they were just like, bro, I haven't really watched anime in a long time, and I finally got back into it. And he's like, I've been like loving it, and he's like, y'all are killing it. And I was like, oh, dude, like,
Aw.
that was so cool. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was funny. I'll tell you who it was after the episode. But yeah, that was cool. So thank y'all. I don't know if y'all saw.
Yeah.
I started playing. I started playing The Last of Us. It's been an experience. So yeah, just trying to do more stuff like that. But yeah, dang it, dude! I cannot believe I forgot about Loser Rangers. Oh, that's annoying. But it's also probably
Really
good.
good episode.
I need to get a refresher of what happened at the end of last season. So
Yeah, I think I should have done that before watching it, but I have. They kind of tell you. I think the big thing that happened. They tell you if you don't remember, but
okay, that's good. Good.
yeah.
Yeah, I might definitely need to do that. Especially, I was trying to do that too with Fire Force because a lot of stuff happened, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I forgot about like the Adola links and all that stuff, and I was just like, "What?" So Shinra's like, yeah, he's like,
Yeah, I guess this is a good part to segue into Fire Force.
yeah.
But,
So let's do it.
so spoilers for this week's episode
Yes.
going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, one thing I completely forgot is when the captain got captured and why.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't remember. Do you remember?
So, I think it was something to do with. From what I remember, I think it was something to do with or the Eighth Company. That's what they're called. Their section being the whole purpose of it was like an experimental section to look into the like Empire, right? Is that or the whatever they were called? And apparently now the Empire is kind of like turning into like the bad guys is what it seems like, since they're working with that cult or whatever,
The White Clad.
And so I guess since the Eighth is like investigating all of it and trying to dig up dirt on them and like, you know, reveal everything, the bad stuff that they've been doing, they're kind of just trying to get at them. And then I think they're using the fact that Shinra is able to like use the Adola link and I don't know, potentially like figure out a big reveal or something like that. They're trying to stop them is kind of what I was gathering. If that, I don't know. And so that's why they're capturing him. But I don't remember anything about this whole insect stuff. What is that kind of happened?
I remember that. That's the one thing I do remember is another division. I think that was okay. I just remember them being a thing. I don't remember exactly what they are. All I know is that if they turn people into the like the fire demons, I think they call them infernals.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And I think that was a big point of last season. I think there was some kid who got bit by one, but they managed to turn him back.
Yes, that's how the season 2 ended, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
That kid. Yes.
Really probably should watch a video explaining what happened.
I did one night and I just fell asleep watching it, but
Oh, great.
yeah, but
But
no,
yeah,
it was only like 20 minutes. I'll send you the link. It was a good video.
okay.
I just clocked out. So, yeah, but yeah, it looks like a good time. Or it looks it's been a good time so far. It's kind of building up right now. It's setting the stage for everything that's going to happen. It seems like next episode we're going to get our first real fight and just
Mhm.
everything the real, big reveal is going to happen next episode. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, it seems so far they're just kind of setting up the groundwork. But I kind of like it, dude. I love when animes kind of do this little arc where the main good guys are kind of forced to like rebel. And so it's going to be exciting to
Yeah.
see how everything goes down. I love the characters. Joker is really cool. I remember him being one of my favorite parts of Fire Force because he's also
Mhm.
voiced by the incredible, I forget his name, but he's just an incredible anime
That one
voice
guy
actor. Yes, the one guy with the very deep voice
who does
who
Nanami and
plays
JJK.
Nanami and JJK as well as Kishibe and Chainsaw Man. So yeah,
He's also someone in Boruto too, I think.
yeah, he was the
That
guy with
one
the
guy.
mask, I think. The main villain. He was the main villain for a while. Or not he was not the guy with the mask. Just the one with the I don't know what that group is called. The Akatsuki ripoff.
He was that new
With the dark
Otsutsuki.
yeah.
That's what he was. What was that guy's name? I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Not Jiren. It'll come to me.
yeah. So he's just kind of been all yeah, he's a great voice actor. So he's been awesome to see play out. So I've been liking it so far. It was good getting back in the universe. I love the art style, dude. I I I,
Yeah.
I need to figure out. Let me see what the mangaka's name is, but it's the same guy who does Soul Eater, and he's just I love his art style. He's such a cool guy. His
Hmm.
name is Atsushi Okubo, I think. So shout out him. I really like his art style. It's very very cool.
Hmm.
It's yeah, very cartoony, but in a very unique way. His drawings are really cool. It's like it's gotten to the point where I'm like, dude, if I like really was into the show, I'd definitely get the manga. But
Yeah. We'll see.
I definitely
I
want
think
to
the
get
season's gonna be
Soul
really
Eater.
good. It's gonna be really long. I
Hmm.
think it's a 2 course season.
Yes.
It's gonna be going on for like half the year.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Um,
is.
but it's gonna be good.
Mhm.
I've seen some things that happen later on in the manga, and I think it's very good.
Yeah. So a lot of cool
Very good.
setup so far happening. I love the demonic imagery that he has of Shinra. It's very cool. And yeah, I've Ben, what do you think of the intro?
Nope.
Yeah. I was gonna say
It's a song.
it,
Like
it's a
the
song.
visuals are fine. The song just does not fit at
It
all. I
doesn't.
don't
I wanted
think.
something more hype, like something like Inferno, dude. That was so good.
Yeah, like we're already in the second episode, and they're gonna start, fighting and whatnot. And I just feel like the intro just does not reflect what's
Yeah.
gonna be happening this season,
Hmm.
or the song doesn't.
Yeah.
Visuals are fine, just song choice is everything.
To get sorry to go back to JoJo's for a second, but what did you think of the have you ever seen that fan made Steel Ball Run intro?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you thought of that one? People are like,
I think it's great.
yeah, it's really cool.
I just hope people aren't gonna think that the intro is gonna be exactly like that.
I know. I remember it was a lot of people were like, oh, whenever Made in Heaven comes out, like whenever he uses his stand, they wanted it to be that same sound bite from the fan
Yeah,
animation.
yeah.
And that's always tough because it's hard.
It disappoints. Like
It does disappoint
it
me.
sucks
Yeah,
because some people are really good at making things, and it's just
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
it sucks that sometimes people doesn't meet their expectations, but it's like it's from the official studio, so what are you gonna do? So
Yeah, exactly.
'cause that's what happened with a lot of things from Blue Lock, like just things weren't. Well, I guess Blue Lock had its own problems with production and whatnot, but
Yeah.
there were a lot of fan animations that did things better than the actual show. But
Mhm.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yep. Just complain about it.
Yep.
So yeah, but I'm excited to see what happens in Fire Force. It seems like some of the other companies, like the fifth company as well as seventh, are going to be aiding the eighth company, helping out with them rebel. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I cannot wait for it personally. So, yes, that's Fire Force. I'm sure next week we're going to have a lot more to talk about after the upcoming fight.
Mhm.
So, yes, I will say though, I don't know if this is considered a spoiler. I don't think it
Uh,
is, but you would probably know it, Ben. So I don't really, I'm not too worried about you. But people
yeah,
have said that Fire Force is connected to Soul Eater, and I don't know if that's
it
really just
is.
like a fan thing or if it actually gets confirmed later on in the manga, which would be very cool.
I'll just say
So
it is in some way. I'm not gonna say
okay,
how or why, but
yeah, but the only concrete thing that I would say that suggests that it is the sun and the moon because they are the exact same.
I think that's the only thing there is in the show so far.
Yeah, in the show. So, but I've heard, I feel like in the manga, maybe something later on does happen. So I don't know if that is a spoiler or not, but because I don't know if that's just, how the internet is.
We'll
So
see.
yeah, we'll see. But hopefully it is. That'd be really cool. I've heard people say that it is, which, yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, the sun and the moon is kind of already a big telltale. So,
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, you could just chop it up to the author being like, oh, this is a cool reference and the same art style. So, but I'm like, nah, 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 Bubby. So, yeah, that's just that's a little side thing. But I'm excited. It's gonna be good. I'm sure we're gonna get some excellent fights. A lot of people, like Ben has been saying, have hyped up the manga quite a bit.
Mhm.
So yeah, it should be fun. So that's all I got for Fire Force, Ben. Shall we
yeah.
move on to our
That's
new other
it.
new show? My Hero Vigilante. First episode came out. Ben, have you read the manga or know anything about the manga? Or did you go into this completely
No
blind? Perfect.
blind.
Excellent. So we are back in the My Hero world too soon, and we're back, and we got a new cast. We got some new characters. It's a prequel to My Hero Academia, which, if you don't know, you've been living under a rock. But My Hero, obviously, a very popular show right now with our boy Deku and that whole crew going on where he tries to become the world's greatest hero. I'm not going to explain. You know
Mhm.
what My Hero is. So yeah, pretty much this is a prequel to that and follows a cast of characters with kind of weaker quirks from what we've seen. And they
Yep.
are vigilantes, as the name of the show suggests. They do not go through the standard hero license training and official agency to be heroes, but they work in the dark and they are dark heroes. So pretty cool, which funny enough is what I think they're calling themselves in Fire Force. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny. But yeah, so it's just a cast of characters that are trying to be vigilantes, kind of like Batman-esque characters. And it's cool. We get some cameos from a lot of other characters from My Hero. All Might makes an appearance, Eraserhead or
Mhm.
Aizawa, and then we get to see Midnight. And I'm sure we're going to run into a lot of other characters as well. The intro shows
Yeah.
quite a few characters from the main series. So it's awesome. It seems pretty cool. We get introduced to our three main characters, who is named Koichi, and then I forget the other two characters' names, but Pop Step, I think is her name.
Upstep.
Yeah, Pop Step, I don't know if we've got really said what her quirk is. I think she can like levitate a bit, like bounce around. And then Koichi
Um,
has the ability to get on all fours and slide.
yeah, it's funny.
But it is shown at the end of the episode he starts to do it on only two with his feet. So
Yeah.
seems like his quirk is going to be able to grow and evolve. And then we get our main guy who I don't even know if we've seen his quirk, but he's just super buff and strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our cast, and it seems a little bit darker. It seems a little more evil,
I
which I
like it.
like. I do too. I think
I
it
like
is what Deku should have been more so of whenever he tries to go through his vigilante arc in My Hero.
Yeah. But
So
it's fine. We have a whole show dedicated
exactly,
to it.
exactly. So I'm excited because this is what I wanted. Like I said, for when Deku goes through his vigilante arc. So I'm happy we get, like Ben said, a show where we can look through all of it. And it's cool. It seems
Mhm.
awesome. It seems very violent and darker themes, which is good because I feel like that's what vigilantes deal with, and a
Yeah.
lot more cool moral questions and ambiguity, which is fun as well.
Yeah.
So I like it so far.
Yeah, this is something that I never really thought about until I heard about this show. Like, because whenever My Hero
Mhm.
started, we're like taught that students apply to these schools and go through a whole process to become a hero.
Yeah.
And it never even registered to me like, oh, what happens to the people that like don't make it through or can't?
Yeah.
Like the Koichi, he's like a super busy kid who goes to school and he has a job,
He's a college
and but he
student.
still wants to do hero stuff, so he just does it on his own without a hero's license. So I think it's cool. I think it's pretty tame right now, but hopefully it does get a little bit darker um, in the future. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I would love to
Um,
see it tie in eventually somehow. I mean, I don't think it probably will at all, but it'd be cool if it ties into
see,
My Hero
maybe.
or something
I know
like
it's a
that.
prequel, so I don't
Yeah.
know if it ever will. I don't know if we'll see Deku. I don't think
Yeah.
so. Maybe.
I wonder is the Vigilante manga already over?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
how?
it's one of those shorter ones.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
can check.
say. Yeah, because I was wondering if it's just gonna be a one season thing.
I think it's longer than that.
Also, I was thinking I need to buy a ring light, dude. Like to make just to make the lighting better.
Oh, it takes off 5 years before Deku's story.
Okay. So maybe.
Uh, if it would just tell me. 126 chapters, 15
Ooh.
volumes.
Okay, so that's like
Maybe 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Or
Yeah.
2 cores.
So there you go. Yeah, but so far it's just the first episode. We're just getting introduced to the world, the characters. So pretty tame so far. But like Ben said, hopefully it kind of does get a little darker. It looks cool. It looks sick. I hope he gets a new costume
Yeah.
because this is a little goofy. But I'm excited to see how his quirk progresses and yeah, what happens if he ends up becoming a real official hero eventually, or yeah. But I think yeah, I hope he doesn't. I feel like that would kind of take away from it. But
Yeah.
I like
But I
it.
hope he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how these kind of stories end because, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's the kind of thing where, like, no one knows about you. And, like, I don't. I don't know. I see him just like dying or something. I feel like that would be a cool ending.
Yes, that would be sick. Something like a Cyberpunk Edge Runners to what's the Cyberpunk game.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
we shall.
We'll see.
We shall. But so far, yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a fun season, Ben. I'm happy that we get some more shows to munch on before the summer because yeah, summer's gonna be fun. Summer's gonna be real fun. So I'm excited. This is definitely gonna be able to hold me off till then. So it should be
Think so.
good. Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
I know.
I think I need to find one more show to watch.
I think it's gonna be that rom com.
We need to find we need to find our hidden gem.
That's true. We do. We should. It would be nice if you had TikTok because I'm sure that would help a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Hey, you have TikTok.
I do, but I'm not on that.
You can find it.
I'm not on that side of TikTok.
You just look it up.
Yeah, I could do that. I know. Jeez. Oh, whoa. I forgot they have release schedules.
Yeah.
Man, they have the times and everything.
I think
Ben, I think we should just bite the bullet and do can a boy girl relationships are
so. What was that one you were talking about earlier? The
Cal
generic romance or something?
Yeah, Kowloon generic romance. That one seemed cool. It's first two episodes are out, so
Yeah.
maybe that's the one we watch.
We'll see.
But I agree.
Unless we both pick two different ones.
Hey, if you do that one, I'd get a boy girl.
It has to be a romance or just anyone.
It could be anything.
I don't know. I kind of want to do a romance.
You do? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Well, then I think we should do. I don't know.
There's the generic.
Let's see how much. Okay. So the ratings are kind of. It says a 4.7.
Please put them on Takamine-san.
That was the one that we talked about last season.
Oh my!
Where
This looks like
the girl.
Oh my!
Yeah. Where the girl time travels by putting on lingerie.
Oh
That the
God.
guy. Yeah. It's.
I'm not watching that. Never mind.
No, I'm not either. That's too far. That's too out there. That all changes when Shirota accidentally discovers Takamine has the ability to rewind time when she changes her lingerie.
No, no thanks.
Like, what is the plot? What on earth could the plot be about? Like, they're high schoolers. What time is she gonna be? Like, I don't know. I think we should do Can a Boy Girl with Friendship Survive?
So,
Yeah, 3 episodes are out. It is perfect because we get the 3-episode test. If it catches us,
the
then
3-episode test. Okay.
because I am almost done with Code Geass, and once I'm done with Code Geass, I'm gonna need another show. I could be able to watch more shows.
That's fair.
Actually, I'm
That's
on
fair.
episode. Oh my god, am I on the? Wait, I only have 2 more episodes of Code Geass.
You finish it.
I was gonna say maybe I'll finish it tonight.
Do it.
That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's a good place to end it, Ben. What do you say?
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Sweet. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Joseph. I'm your co-host, joined by my lovely co-host, Ben. And we will be back here same time next week. It's almost summertime, so get ready, get excited. There's a lot of good shows out right now. Go watch some anime. Get back into it. It's a great time to be an anime fan. And I'm excited. Next episode, hopefully I'll be able to talk about Code Geass too. My final
Finally.
thoughts. I know. But I'm definitely going to have some thoughts. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, it should be...
Hopefully good.
Yeah, hopefully. So... So yeah, I'm excited. But thank you all so much. We'll see you guys next week. Go read Steel Ball Run, people. It's good. So, yes. All right. We'll see you guys next episode. Peace. Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
Boom. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da.